Welcome to the Team Fed Hallam YouTube channel. I am the Ginger One, and in this episode of our family bike journey, I want to talk about stage one. Now, this stage, I call this kind of pre-balance bike. Now, the goal with this, and there is kind of method in the madness that we've kind of gone through here, is to start to get the kids used to sitting on something, pushing something, steering something, and gradually getting them used to balancing something, and steadily reducing the amount of stability the items got, so that they're ready when they step onto a balance bike to balance it. The first thing we got was something called a Sphero Velo by, I think it was made by Early Rider. They don't make that specific thing anymore. They do make something that's very similar now. But the goal was that this thing had two great big spheres, hence the name. The front one could rotate just in a straight line. The rear one, however, could rotate in 360 degrees. So it could move around, but it could also roll side to side. Now, it came with two sets of casters on there so they could get used to pushing it around without it being able to fall over. But then you could take those casters off. So that could then develop a little bit of instability and get them used to having to balance something a little bit and get that connection between their backside and the handlebars and the thing that's underneath them. So that worked really, really well. Jasper loved pushing it around and riding it. He enjoyed it a little bit too much, as you'll see. And yeah, it was brilliant. It really kind of got him used to sitting on something and pushing it around. And we kept it, and Ethan used it as well, and he absolutely loved it. We then sold that, but then when Rafa came along, we had to go and find another one because they weren't being made anymore. But yeah, he had a blue one, and he loved that too. So that was the first thing. The next thing we got was something called a toddle bike. Now that had four wheels, but they were much closer together. So if you lean too much one side or another, it would fall over. But that then had some steering to it as well, and kind of introduced that element of the riding experience. And again, like the boys loved riding that around the house. Nicole, when she was doing the dog walk when Ethan was a little babe, and she was literally had a newborn and a toddler at the same time and a puppy. What were we thinking? She'd do a mile lap around the village, and Jasper would ride the toddle bike. And he thought it was brilliant. He loved it, and it meant he kind of got used to going a little bit further. And all three of the boys have used that and really enjoyed that. Then we got this. It can only be described as a plastic motorbike. This thing had two quite wide wheels, but again, not wide enough that it would stay upright if you left it on the floor by itself, but not wide enough that it held them upright. So if they leaned too much one side or another, again, they could fall over. Again, introducing that element of balance to the riding experience. And the key thing with all of these things actually was just that they were really light. The toddle bike, they from a very young age they could pick it up, move it around. The same with this kind of plastic motorbike. It's and you'll see this theme running through all of these stages is keeping things light so that they're able to move it around independently. This plastic motorbike got used a lot, to the point where it eventually just broke because they used it so much. They wore it out. They used it in loads of situations, took it everywhere. That was phase one really of this journey. This kind of pre-balance bike, getting them used to riding something, putting their weight on something and pushing and coasting, and introducing steering and a small amount of balance. And it really fast-tracked them onto then riding their balance bikes, which you'll see in the next episode. There are phases to that as well. And yeah, it's yeah, definitely a journey that we have gone through. So if you're enjoying this content, please do subscribe to the channel. I'm going to do a number of these videos kind of detailing all of the steps that we've gone through to get them riding as early as they did, and just loving riding their bikes. And we're having an absolute whale of a time. So yeah, I want to pass this information on. So if you're interested, please like the video, share it, and subscribe to the channel. So until the next one, I am the Ginger One. We are Team Van der Hallam. Have a great ride.